My name is Jim Fenton, and I'd like to talk to you about notifications. One of the things that I'd like you to come away from here is the idea that notifications are a thing, that they're not very well served by the services that we've got right now, but we're getting more of them all the time. And I'm going to start calling them notifs because I've only got 5 minutes. So here's some examples of notifications that I've gotten recently, and they're all over the place, everywhere from things that are very urgent, like tornado warnings, all the way down to just things like getting a message from Facebook. And that one didn't quite render right, but the bottom one was supposed to be just a find a friend on Facebook notification. So, so that's one characteristic, one dimension. Another dimension is different categories. That we get official notifications, we get requests for approval, information about sales and ads and coupons, and from the Internet of Things as well. So what is there about a notif? It's one way, and it's opt-in, and these are things that you ask for, and frequently they're time-sensitive and perishable. They're not things that will be useful long after their intended lifetime. One way that this could be put together is to have a bunch of all of your notifiers that are shown on the top there talk with an agent, a cloud-based agent for you called a notification agent that sits in the cloud and talks to your devices at the bottom. But this is a brand new service, and new services have this chicken and egg problem. You've got to get both the notifiers and the users on board. So we really try and have advantages for both of those. For notifiers, one advantage is that they get feedback, unlike what they get with email or SMS right now, when notifs are accepted and for delivery to a user. And we've solved a lot of the spam problem here, so they don't need third parties. For users, centralized management and the ability to unsubscribe to notifs is an advantage, and also control over how they're going to be alerted, or if they're alerted, when particular categories and priorities of notif arrive. Now, the way that we avoid the spam and phishing problem is that we don't have widely used addresses. Each notifier gets its own address to notify you, and the notifs are signed. There's nothing to spoof because there's actually no from address in a notif. Notifiers don't get persistent contact information, so this has got a real privacy advantage for users, and of course that's what we're all about here. Addresses are unique, opaque, and generally users don't have to deal with them. They're kind of handled in the background. Users can then describe to the notification agent how they'd like to be alerted, different push methods like cell phones, voice messages, email, and things like that, and then set up a rule set about how they'd like to be notified for particular classes of things. The way that they opt in is a notifier would ask the user for permission to notify them about something. If the user agrees, they tell their notification agent, and the notification agent passes an address up to the notifier. Less clutter is better for everybody. It makes users more efficient. It means that the notifs have more impact for the notifiers as well. So we've got a couple different mechanisms that handle that. It's possible for a notifier to update an existing notif. So if a tornado watch turns into a warning, if some situation, maybe something you're bidding on eBay changes, it could send that as an update rather than as a new notification. A special type of an update is a delete. Maybe that child that was the subject of an Amber Alert was found, or something sold out in the store, something like that. That can also be handled. And then finally, there's timed expiration. Maybe a coupon expires, or a tornado warning. You just don't really care about that notification after the time has passed, so it might as well go away by itself. We want to make it easy for people to run a notification agent if they want, or to use a commercial service. Kind of think about the blogging model here. And the idea here is to not require a lot of special things beyond what it takes to run a website. As a notifier, we want to make it simple enough for the Internet of Things devices, which are typically very small, to generate these. You don't want to have special ISP arrangements needed. And so finally, notifs are something that I wish I had, and that's why I've been thinking about this some. something that's special built for this use because I think it's getting to be a growing field and something that isn't handled very well right now. Thank you.